So now let us do a problem on Maxwell's bridge method. Okay. So this is how a circuit is given and they are questioning us. So just see how is the circuit. Here there is an inductor in series. Here also there is an inductor in series. It means this is a Maxwell's bridge circuit, isn't it? Just by seeing the circuit diagram, you should know what is Maxwell's bridge method. Okay. Usually you should remember the formulas very easily without doing any derivations. So it's better you remember the formulas easily. But if in case if you forget also, just do the derivation very fast and get the formulas. Okay. So usually what are our formulas? R1 by R2 is equals to R3 by R4. At the same way, L1 is equals to R2 by R4 into L3. So this is formula 1, this is formula 2. Because here you can see L1 R1 only is questioned. So you need is inductor and resistor in the first leg only. So you want is R1 and L1 only. So our formulas are very much clear and ready. Okay. So now first R1. R2, yes, I know. R3, I know. R4, I know. So it's very easy to find R1. Okay. So let us read the question first. So the question is saying the 4 arm means 1, 2, 3, 4 arms, 4 legs, anything. Okay. Of a Maxwell's bridge network. So the question is also saying, confirming that it's a Maxwell bridge network are as follows. Okay. AB and BC are non-inductive resistors of 100 each. So these two are 100. So the DA means this arm. So the DA is a standard variable inductor of resistance 32.7. So they said what is the resistance value. And CD is comprising a standard variable resistor R, a variable resistor R in series with a coil of unknown resistance which is having impedance value. So the impedance is saying means R and L are in series. Okay. So when we are balancing the circuit, so balancing is obtained when L is 47.8 and R is 136. It means they are saying that this is a Maxwell's bridge method. These are my values. This is a balanced circuit. Please know the value of the impedance where you have inductor and resistor in series. That is the question. Of course, by just seeing the picture itself, you know what to do. But just it is mandatory to just read the problem at least once. So now our problem is R1 by R2 is equals to R3 by R4. Okay. So first is R1 by R2 is equals to R3 by R4. Perfect. R1 means here resistance. What is the resistance here we have? R1 plus R, isn't it? Our resistance is in series with another resistance, means this leg is having two resistors. Usually what is our formula saying? The overall resistance in this leg divided by this resistance means R1 plus R. So R1 is not alone. It should be with a combination of R1 plus R. Now this is the perfect formula. R1 plus R by R2 is equals to R3 by R4. Now we can write it as R1 plus R is equals to R2 R3 by R4. Therefore, R1 is equals to R2 R3 by R4 minus R. So this is our formula now. Okay. So this is equals to R2 is 100. Clear. R3 is how much? 32.7. So 32.7 divided by R4. R4 is again 100 minus R. R is 1.36. So 1.36. So what we can do? 100 minus 100. 32.7 minus 1.36 will give you an answer of 31.34 ohms. Therefore, R1 is equals to 31.34 ohms. Perfect. We are done with this. Okay. So now we are done with one of the value. But next we are having another question. Just to have a clear picture, I am just dividing the paper and doing it here. Please don't do it in the exam. Go to another page and prolong your answer. I am saying you again, prolong the answer. First show the circuit, then say given R1 is equals to R2 is equals to R3 is equals to, write the given values. Then say we have read these two formulas. Then go back here and start the solution. First formula, solve. You will get R1. Second formula, solve. So it means for 10 marks or 8 marks problem, you did this much and this much. 100% you will get full marks. Okay. Just for your reference to have everything in single page, I am dividing. Don't do it in the exam. I am repeating again. Okay. Don't shrink your answers. Always try to elaborate and make a clear picture of your answer. This is how you should show in the exam as well. So if it is clearly shown, there is no need for the lecturer to go back to the question paper or wherever it is. Just you should say what is your question number, then draw the picture, then say what is given, then say what is the formula you have, then start the solutions. In another page, this much and this much if you do means one page is full up. So that is how your presentation should be. So here I am just showing so that everything is in single page for your reference. That's the reason I am using different colors also. Clear? Yes. So now our second formula is L1 is equals to R2 by R4 into L3. Therefore, L1 is equals to, what is R2? 100. What is R4? 100. What is L3? 47.8. So this is equals to, obviously 100 will cancel. So your answer is 47.8. So you will say, therefore L1 is equals to 47.8. Okay, always write the units. Okay, millihenries, always write it down. Ohms, always write it down. So always units are important. Okay, so this is how you should solve the problem. I think this is very easy. I don't think any problem here. Only thing is you should remember the formulas, or at least you should make the derivation very clear. While preparing for the exam, make sure that you know the derivations very perfectly, or at least memorize these formulas. So when you try to do the derivation, somewhere if you go wrong also your answer will be perfect. So you will lose little marks only. At the same way, if you remember these formulas, if a problem is given, it will be easy. If a theory is given, final answer will be perfect. If a problem is given, overall problem will be perfect. So if you don't know how to derive also, you will lose little marks but not the major marks. So that's the reason I am saying again, memorize the formulas. Clear? So this is a problem on Maxwell's bridge method. Perfect.